Hey, what's going on, guys? John Shea here from the No Shame Income Show, the place where you're going to find weekly interviews with successful entrepreneurs. I'm actually going to be featuring Joshua Zamora today on the show. He is actually here today to talk about a software called Syndbuddy. It's a software that's used for syndicating social media posts across different networks like Twitter and Facebook, LinkedIn, things like that, where you can go and basically share your content into this network of thousands of people and have them sharing your content, earning credits, and basically swapping shares and likes and tweets and all those good things between other members. So let's dive right into today's episode. Hey guys, John Shea here. I wanted to introduce you guys to Joshua Zamora. He actually has been in the online space for quite some time now. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your Friday afternoon, Joshua, to join me here.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. So why don't you give, I guess, just a little bit of background on yourself, what your experience is in the online marketing space and, what you've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I got started back in 2010. It's crazy. It seems like a lifetime ago. But the way I got started was pretty simple. I mean, it wasn't something that I was actually striving for. I was just at home one day, and there was an infomercial on the TV. And it was Anthony Morrison being interviewed by Mark Victor Hansen. And the reason I stopped on that channel while I was flipping through was because I had just seen Mark Victor Hansen on stage do a presentation. So he was kind of on a pedestal for me at that time. And then I saw him on TV and I'm like, whoa, he's being interviewed. But it was actually the other way around. Mark Victor Hansen was interviewing this young kid, and this young kid, I think Anthony was like 21 or real young at the time, talking about how he's making money online as affiliate, selling products, from Best Buy, from Netflix, and that's kind of what sent me down the rabbit hole. I'm like, hold on, wait, there's people can actually make money online doing this kind of stuff. So that's what sent me down the rabbit hole, and then from there, it took me about 8 months to figure it out. I went through the typical, kind of path that everyone has to go through, is a shiny object syndrome. I bought product after product after product for about 8 months. And then in October of that same year, 2010, is finally when I said, okay, I'm done with all of this. I'm going to buy one product, take it serious, and take action with it. And that's what I did. I went through the product from October through December. And then I told myself, okay, at the beginning of 2011, all I'm going to do is just take action. That's what I did. Beginning of 2011, I started implementing everything that I learned, and that the product that I bought was all about affiliate marketing, building a list, getting traffic. It was pretty much like an all-in-one course that even went down to the very basics of how to buy a domain, how to install WordPress, how to use Fantastical, all of that, like all the nitty-gritty stuff that I didn't know because I was completely brand new to online marketing. And then from there, boom, I started doing it. I started building a list. I built a list of about 1,000 people in 4 months. And in April of 2011, I finally said, okay, let me send a promotional email to my list and see what happens. Boom, within 24 hours, I made $120.
Wow.
And from that point, you can pretty much say the rest is history. From there, I still, dabbled here and there into different things because I was still getting started. But I always stayed consistent with list building. But throughout that time that I was still kind of getting the hang of things, I started doing SEO. I started putting up niche sites. And then I got hit with a couple of Google updates and Google penalties in 2012. Wiped my sites out. So I had to kind of do something to recoup what I was making for my niche site. So I jumped into video, started ranking videos. Boom, that took off. My first video that I put up ranked within 24 hours, made a first sale within 48 hours, and it ended up making about $750 in commissions within 30 days. So that hooked me into video. And then from there, I put together a case study. I sold the case study. And then from that point to now, I've been creating software that pretty much helps the video marketing process and the niche site ranking process be a lot easier for other people.
Awesome. Yeah, it's quite the story. And I can definitely relate to shiny objects and just trying lots of things and eventually.
It's kind of the rite of passage.
Yeah, I think everybody goes through it.
Yeah.
So I know you've got an upcoming product launch. It's called Syndbuddy, I believe, correct?
Yeah,
Why
Syndbuddy.
don't you tell us a little bit about that product? Who would benefit from this product? What is it for and what does it do?
Yeah, absolutely. So Syndbuddy is kind of the social syndication on steroids, okay? Because if you do anything with video or niche site marketing or anything where you're trying to get traffic from Google, social syndication right now is the go-to strategy. I mean, just getting your content posted on a bunch of different social sites, Google is just eating it up. And there's a difference between you going out there and sharing your content on all these different social profiles, which is very, very powerful. That's one big strategy of what we do. We share our content on 30, 40 different social platforms at once. But we wanted to take that a step further, because what we noticed as well was that when other people share your content as well, not just you sharing your content, it helps out really, really, a lot more than just you sharing your own content. And you might have been part of some of these groups too, where people started noticing this. So, people started creating Facebook groups where you can go and get your content shared, and you kind of create your own little army of people sharing each other's content, trying to help each other out to rank better. So people form Facebook groups for this purpose, Skype groups for this purpose. But the only downside to those is that they usually tend to fade out and fall apart. People get greedy, and there's just not very much organization when it comes to trying to do things like that. So we decided to actually create a platform that makes that process actually work. And that's where Syndbuddy comes into play. So Syndbuddy is an extension of sharing your content on your own social profiles. It allows you to tap into an army of people. There's over 30,000 users inside of Syndbuddy right now that are ready to share your content as well. So it's kind of a checks and balances of how we set it up, where you share other people's content, you earn credits, then you can post your content and have your content shared as well. So it's a very, very powerful platform. We've been more of a private platform for the last 8 months. We initially opened up 8 months ago, and we haven't really opened up since. And it's been working really well. I mean, today, in the last 8 months, we have almost 800,000 shares that our users have performed among each other's content. So everything's working really, really well. And yeah, right now we're pretty much ready to open up, allow a few more members to come in and take part in all this, social sharing and social activity that's going on among our members.
Wow. It sounds like I was going to ask was how many members are in there. And it sounds like that's really the power behind that platform, is having that many people to be able to share that content of your own.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the power of it. These are real people with real accounts all over the world that are sharing your content. So that's what takes that social syndication to the next level, when, everywhere around the world, you're just getting shared, boom, boom, from people that are on different accounts, different IP addresses, different places in the world. And it just looks completely natural. All of these people sharing your content really takes your rankings to the next level.
Awesome. Are there any, in terms of like the social sharing networks, is it the typical Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all those places, or is there anything else like, more third party? Like, what are the networks that people are able to share?
Yeah, we have 3 different types. So we have the social sites like Facebook, Twitter, all of those typical sites. We have Web 2.0 sites as well. So we have Blogger, WordPress.org, WordPress.com. And then we also have the bookmarking sites. So we pretty much cover all different types of social sites in there. And we also have a couple of video sites and a couple of image sharing sites, and PDF sharing sites. In total, there's about 40 different integrations that we have in there. So in those 4 different categories. So social sites, Web 2.0 sites, the bookmarking sites, and then the other, types of sites were video sharing sites, image sharing sites, PDF sharing sites. So it's a great mixture of different types of links that your content will be posted on.
Awesome. I was going to ask, do you have any particular members or students, I guess you could call it, that have gone through and used the software and then seen some direct benefit, like maybe trying to rank a video or a piece of content, maybe they've gotten leads or sales, anything like that you have that you could share?
Yeah, absolutely. Here on the order page, once people will be able to order, we have all of our testimonials that are posted on there. So here, just I could read them off. They're right here in front of me.
If you wanted to share the screen too, if you had time, I was going to ask if you had a minute to maybe do like a quick demo and just kind of show people what's inside the area, the members area, or the inside.
Yeah, sure. Let me switch over real quick.
Yeah, the share screen button is in the bottom middle if you're not, I don't know how familiar you are with Zoom.
There we go. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right, perfect. So here we have a few testimonials here. So Harry said, I've been absolutely blown away with the results I'm receiving with Syndbuddy campaigns. The shares and likes that my new membership site is receiving via Syndbuddy has resulted in a steady increase in new member subscriptions. Awesome. The application is good and still working on it and creating what I want for city pages. Syndbuddy give me high quality backlinks so much as I want. Schedule at the time I want. I can rank any video, post, or page in any niche. It is perfect. Syndbuddy is a really cool way to get real traffic and help others do the same. So that's this is one thing that I really like. Help others do the same. So the way that we've set it up is it allows people to truly, because what happens with those Facebook groups and Skype groups is people get greedy. So what we set up is a place where you can actually come in and not only get your own stuff shared, but also help others do the same. And we set it up in a way that, you know, it really keeps those checks and balances. So here, this is a pretty long one. I suspect one less common use for Syndbuddy is to boost press releases. This is actually pretty interesting. This guy posted about how he uses Syndbuddy to boost his press releases. And also to extend the press releases duration in the rankings. It's easy for press releases to just appear then fade. So for example, I used Syndbuddy shortly after a press release on June 11th. Views to the published page or so are 151, 366, 377, 421, 207, and 41. But the press release has also been picked up by more than 60 other media outlets of one kind or another, and I don't have access to the stats. So this guy took one press release and just completely, you know, took it to the next level using Syndbuddy. So we have a whole other, you know, bunch of testimonials. People will be able to go through all of them and check them out. But, you know, our users love this platform. And here I wanted to share as well, you'll be able to see exactly how many shares that have gone on so far. So 737 shares so far. And we opened up for the first time last November, I believe, in October, November. So it's been about 8 months. So we're doing close to 100,000 shares among our members every single month. And you can see here 3,100 users that we have currently right now. And this is updated every 10 minutes. So by the time we launch, you know, we might be way over 800,000 shares on the network.
Wow.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and jump in here real quick. We've set everything up very, very simple. Hold on, the controls of this are right in the middle of the. All right, let me just move this a little bit down here. All right, there we go. All right, perfect. So I moved the controls of the thing to the side. Okay, so here we are inside of Syndbuddy. It's very simple to come in here and add a campaign. When we have it set up into two different parts, okay? So you can get social signals and social shares, okay? So social signals is, you know, very simple, like a Facebook like, Facebook share, things like that. So you can come in here and you can either go to the My Campaigns and add a campaign right away, okay? New social signal campaign. You can come in here, add the name, John Demo, add your URL, johndemo.com. Your category, if you want to put it in a category. The total limit, so the total amount of social signals that you want to receive. So I could put, 100. If you want to have a certain daily limit as well, if if it's a brand new site or you want it to kind of drip out over a certain amount of days, you can just put, you want a maximum of 10 social signals to this URL every single day, okay? And obviously if you put 100, 10, it'll go for 10 days. And here you can add the signal types that you want, okay? So you want a Facebook like, Facebook share, Google +1, and a Twitter tweet, okay? Click add. I'm not gonna click add because it'll actually be sent to the database, so I don't want people sharing just a dummy site. But it's that simple. Once I click add, it gets sent to, pretty much, I guess you can call it the network, and people can start sharing that content. And as soon as it does, my credits will, every time someone shares it, someone's pretty much taking my credits and earning those credits, and then they'll be able to use those credits to add their content. All right. And then here as well, it's very simple. We've made everything very, very simple to earn credits as well. So if I come back over here to social signals and perform some shares, I'll show you exactly how simple that is. And you can come in here, earn credits, or the other option as well is what we're going to be doing during the Syndbuddy summer sale. which is actually selling credits at a steep discount, and people will be able to come in here and just automatically start adding content. And then once your credits run out, you can either purchase more credits or earn credits as well. And for some reason, it seems like my internet is going very slow, probably because I'm running so many different things right now on this computer. There we go. All right, so now that this is loaded up, all right, takes 2 seconds to just +1 this. All right, my internet is going very slow. All right, let me sign in to this account. Oh, I'm already signed in. All right. Click share. My internet is going very slow. All right, click Twitter, tweet, and boom, all done. And now those credits, you can see it went up. It went up and went down because someone's sharing my content, and I just earned credits as well. I don't know if you noticed, but up here it went up just because I just shared that content. So now I can just continue loading new content and do that and continue earning credits as much as I want. Okay, so the same thing goes for social shares. All right, so this is just a little bit more in depth. It takes a little bit more time because you actually have to add some accounts, and this is where all the different types of accounts come into play. All right, so we have all these different accounts like I mentioned: Facebook page, user, group, Twitter, WordPress.com, WordPress.org, LiveJournal, Blogger, Tumblr, LinkedIn, Instapaper, Medium. All these different sites here that you can be able to connect to start sharing people's content on. And when you add your campaign, same thing as social signals. People will be able to come in here and share your content on whichever accounts they have submitted. So here we have the Blogger account. So once you add your content that you want shared, you add the name, the URL, the keywords, your category. Same thing with the limit, the daily limit. And the only difference here is that you're actually adding some content here that is going to be used when someone else shares your content. Okay, and these are for the blog here, your title, and you can see the blog area is a full. What you see is where you get editor, so you can get as creative as you want here. Social, same thing here. You can add the content there. Bookmark, your title, and your content. Okay, so you just fill that out. Click add, and same thing as social signals. Once you click add, it gets sent to the distribution network, and people start sharing your content. And here also, this is I want to point this out as well because Syndbuddy is pretty much an extension of SynLab as well, and people will be able to pick up SynLab as one of the upsells for a discount. So I want to quickly mention this. Within one click, you can also send this to your SynLab account. So SynLab allows you to share your content on your own platforms. And then Syndbuddy allows you to take that to the next level and allow other people to share your content. So we built both platforms, a platform where you can share your own content and a platform where other users can share your content. So SynLab is going to be one of the upsells where people will be able to get it at a discount, and you'll be able to automatically, from within Syndbuddy, send your content to your own accounts as well by clicking just one check mark, choosing the group that you want to send it to, and boom, it gets automatically sent. And vice versa as well. When you log into SynLab, you'll be able to automatically send it to the Syndbuddy network by doing the very same thing, clicking one checkbox, and boom, it gets sent to not only your own sites, but also to the public network where other people can share your content as well. So it's that simple. I mean, you can come in here and access over 3,000 users that are ready to share your content. And you can see here nearly 800,000 shares in 8 months. So people are in here actively sharing every single day.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's working like crazy. I mean, people just love this platform because it works. I mean, and it's built for people to help each other get real social signals and social backlinks to their content.
So what should people expect to pay to get access to the Syndbuddy network and have the ability to start, sharing and getting their content shared?
Yeah, absolutely. So what's going to happen is during the special, we're going to be having a very, very steep discount. So for the 2,000 credit package, we're going to be starting out at $24.95, and that's going to give them access to Syndbuddy and make sure their account comes with 2,000 credits. But that price is going to be increasing over the course of the 3 or 4 days that we're going to be opening up for.
Okay. I had one question. I'm more curious for myself. If I were to take like one single article, is there any limitation to if I wanted to get that one article, say, shared 1,000 times? Could I technically do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You can allocate your credits to however much content or however little content you want. If you want it all to go to one piece of content, you can set it when you saw when I showed you the total limit. You can put all the credits there to go to that one piece of content.
Okay, awesome. Well, that was pretty much most of the questions I had. Was there anything else you wanted to add, I guess, before we wrap things up?
No, just make sure that you're there right on time at 11 a.m. on the 25th. That's when we're opening up. Like I said, we're going to be starting at that early bird price, and then it's going to be going up every few hours from that moment that we open up. So get in there. I mean, Syndbuddy is one of the most powerful platforms out there for you to be able to get real social signals. So just be there and get access right away.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking your time out of your afternoon here to join me. And guys, I'll have a link below the video as well as in my blog post to check out Syndbuddy, and you'll be able to get the biggest discount. Is it 11 a.m. Eastern on the 25th of June?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Joshua.
Perfect. Thank you.